The woman was horrified to discover that every time she passed a station, she saw the same old woman. No matter how fast the train is moving, the old lady seems to teleport, always following her like a shadow. Even stranger, the woman keeps gesturing with her hands, as if desperately trying to warn her about something, determined to find out the truth. Lisa walks straight toward the old woman, but the moment she approached, the woman quickly backed away several steps. Lisa assumes she's just shy, so she quickens her pace to catch up. But strangely, the old woman always kept the exact same distance between them. Frustrated, Lisa starts to think the woman is messing with her. She calls out again and again, but the old lady never speaks, just keeps making those same urgent gestures. Unable to figure it out, Lisa finally turned to leave, but when she reached the bottom of the mountain, she suddenly spotted the old woman standing at the very cliff edge where she'd just been. Everywhere Lisa went after that, the mysterious old woman followed. An overwhelming sense of dread washed over her. Lisa just wanted to get away. Just then, a hiker happened to pass by. Lisa rushed over for help, telling her there was an old woman following her, and begged the hiker to go ask what she wanted. But as the hiker slowly approached the old woman, Lisa sensed that something was wrong. No one knows what the old woman says, but suddenly, the hiker's face turns pale. She looks at Lisa in pure horror, then runs away in a panic. That terrifying scene completely shakes Lisa. She doesn't dare stay any longer and quickly leaves, but no matter how hard she tries, she can't shake the old woman. In desperation, she hides inside a roadside bar and asks everyone if they can see the old lady outside. The pub owner went to check and said, "It's freezing out there. The poor woman's been standing outside this whole time, she must be frozen solid." He insisted on going out to invite her in for tea to warm up, but the next second, Lisa's face goes deathly white. The owner walked up to the old woman, listened to her for just a few moments, and then just like the hiker before stared at Lisa in absolute terror before fleeing like a madman. Everyone else assumes his wife called him home. Only Lisa knows something is very, very wrong. She huddled in the pub all night, while the old woman stood silently outside. From dusk till dawn, on the verge of a breakdown, Lisa finally goes home and tells her mother everything, explaining that she can never get close to the woman. After talking it over, they come up with a plan.
Caminaré hacia ella así. Hola.
Lisa called her mother and asked her to approach the old woman and find out what she'd been saying to people. She repeatedly warns her, no matter what the woman says, do not respond. But as her mother got closer to the old woman, the voice on the phone grew fainter and fainter, until all that remained was harsh static. Lisa panicked, screaming into the phone, "Mom, don't talk to her. Mom, don't listen to her." But it's too late. Her mother has already been influenced. Lisa runs after her, shouting desperately, but her mother doesn't stop. In the end, she watches helplessly as her mother gets into a car, looks at her with disgust, and drives away. From that day on, her mother vanishes without a trace. That's when Lisa knew for certain she'd stumbled into something supernatural. She searches everywhere and eventually finds a paranormal expert. She tells him everything about the old woman who has been following her for so long. After careful observation and measurement, they discovered the old woman always stayed exactly 73 yards away from Lisa. That distance was precisely the limit of clear human vision and the threshold where voices begin to fade into unintelligibility. There's something even stranger. As long as Lisa doesn't point it out, no one else notices the old woman at all. To get a clear look at her face, the expert tried multiple times to photograph her, but in every photo, the old woman was nothing but a blur. With no other options left, they decide on one last plan: capture her by force, to avoid being influenced. Everyone wears special shielding equipment. At the expert's command, a group of armed personnel slowly advances toward the target. But just as they reach the 73-yard boundary, every single one of them suddenly stops. Their expressions go blank, their bodies freeze, even the lead expert looks grim. Without another word, the expert turned and left without looking back. All the armed personnel inexplicably withdrew from the scene. Lisa is completely devastated. It seems she'll never be free from the old woman. Over time, Lisa gave up. She was forced to accept the old woman's presence. At least the old woman never hurt her. As long as she kept others from getting close, nothing strange would happen. But one day, Lisa is on a blind date when a news broadcast suddenly plays on TV. A man named Matt is running for president. Lisa suddenly remembered. A mysterious doctor had once told her that in 2046, President Matt would detonate a nuclear bomb, triggering a catastrophic war that would plunge the entire world into darkness. And now, it's only 2026. Matt has just begun his campaign. In that instant, everything clicks. Lisa finally understands what the old woman has been trying to tell her. Lisa immediately set a plan in motion. She applied for a job at Matt's office, doing menial tasks and errands. Sure enough, Matt's poll numbers soared. He became the front runner in the presidential race, and Lisa quietly worked under him, waiting for the right moment. Finally, Matt held a live televised speech broadcast nationwide. The perfect opportunity had arrived. In the chaos of the crowded venue, Lisa Lisa jumped down from the audience section and strode toward Matt at the center of the stage. Security noticed and moved to stop her, but Lisa didn't slow down. She pulled out her phone's distance measuring tool, walking forward while tracking the distance between herself and Matt. Even with armed officers pointing guns at her, Lisa remains calm and keeps moving forward until the measurement read exactly 73 yards. The moment Lisa looked up, the mysterious old woman who had haunted her for years suddenly appeared right beside Matt. The old woman gestured rapidly. In mere seconds, Matt's face went white as a sheet. He stared at Lisa in terror, then fled like a man possessed. Dozens of security guards tried to stop him, but they couldn't hold him back. After escaping the venue, Matt immediately announced he was withdrawing from the presidential race and would permanently retreat from public life. Everyone in the room was completely baffled. Only Lisa knew she had just saved the world. She finally understood the full meaning of the old woman's relentless following and constant warnings. Time flew by. 40 years passed in the blink of an eye. The young woman had become old, her hair white, her body frail. In those 40 years, her mother never reappeared. And then, at the very end of Lisa's life, the old woman did something impossible. She crossed the 73-yard boundary. The mysterious old woman slowly walked toward her, step by step, until she stood right in front of her. The old woman slowly turned around. In that instant, Lisa's entire life flashed before her eyes. When she opened her eyes again, time had reversed. She was back 40 years earlier. Before her was the moment she first traveled to Wales. Only now did Lisa learn the truth. The mysterious old woman was her future self.